Get a good beat.
And I was sort of falling behind on fan fiction stuff. Like,
something you like? Talk to me. I have many things for you. I'm waiting for you.
You have the key, remember?
I have the key.
Yes, okay. This is what's called like an interface box.
Yes.
Do a mix on the fly.
Wow!
I could use this, but Newmark Mix Track Pro 3 I got recently because it was a good bargain in DJ type of music. Because it's got your basic essentials like master, the EQ, and it's got these cool little buttons right here. Check these buttons out. They're like Launchpad sampler buttons will happen.
Huh.
And it comes with sync buttons if you're not familiar with how to sync. I'm trying to do this hard and raw, man.
Nice, nice.
So when I'm DJing, I'm just gonna pull the guitar out of nowhere. And, oh shit, we're gonna get it raw.
Y'all be lit off the fucking wall.
Thank you.
What's up? As long as it's not. Look at that. I ain't gonna eat any now. Wait until I'm drunk. So
Following.
I just assumed there'd be a closet. Turns out I was right.
There's a closet in the back. Here's the toilet, here's the bathtub, and here is the sink with you.
Probably
and
like step over the
Oh, the PA. Oh, you need the PA.
Oh.
There's more. But wait, there's...
That beautiful plaid shirt wearing man.
Technically, you spent like 80.
Oh yeah, it was 80. That's not the best image to turn to. This is like pouring up his drain.
I have not actually. I went to the third one only for like a night. That's where I actually met like everyone. I met you prior to that, but you were hanging out with Ernestine, I think, most of the time. That whole scenario. Yeah, no. I went for that one night. That's where I met Kat. That's where I met Carlos and Brian and all those fools. And it kind of, since that day, I just been up with, not really the fandom, but more just the people of the fandom and the music and art and stuff. And I don't know, it's very, my likeness to EDM, it's very broad. It's like not very specific. I'll like anything from like show tech, like the very like melodic stuff that you do. Very like chill, like calm stuff. Oh, your shit's amazing. I love your music. Then after EQLA, my first one, I started like digging into like Silverhound and shit like that. I can kind of like, now that you mentioned, I can kind of like hear it in like some of your music. It's very like properly composed. Like it's very solid composition. A lot of the stuff you do. So. Good on you, man. I love it.
Thank you.
I'm excited to hear the new shit you got for this weekend.
Go!
Gotta get that.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. You're welcome. Great. So I see a bunch of shiny faces. Hi, young man. You right there? You want to get people have traveled. Yell out where you come from. If you're not from here. New York? The North. Oh, just the North. Not the North, but the North. Not Santa Claus North, but north of here. But south of Los Angeles, somewhere between here and LA, or further. Okay, great. Nice to see you. The Crystal Empire. What? Who? What?
The Crystal Empire.
That's a long way. A lot of toll roads. They are. Hello everyone. I am Nicole Oliver.
Go. Oh, you fucker, you fucked it up.
I can see you.
Okay.
Sarah, let's get together for one last hurrah. Summer's fading.
Hell yeah!
Look around and tell me what you say, because it's coming down. Are you listening? Stop and look.
The name RiffMusicPony kind of itself acknowledges who I am as a person, as a musician, and it starts with Riff. Riff was a nickname given to me in high school by a former friend who saw me play guitar every single day during recess, during lunch, even in classrooms, and then he'd be like, "Hey, that's Riff. Yo, that's Riff." And then it started becoming more common than my own actual name, David, so people just address me more as Riff than David. Even now, people still address my mom as Riff's mom rather than David's mom. So the name Riff comes extensively from me playing guitar every single day. Like, I would practice as soon as I got home from high school. I would sit down, practice, not so much scales, but learning songs, training my ear for memory, and things like that. So everything in the beginning was very guitar oriented. And that's why you would see me walk to school with a guitar, playing the guitar, meeting guitar people. And it was a lot of fun meeting guitar people and taking Mr. Kelly's guitar class. That was like the first step into like where I wanted to be as a musician. And so what ties everything together would be music. It's essential to put music in your own name because it helps describe what you are. If music wasn't my life, then I'd probably be a longshoreman by now because some accusations throughout my life, I've been assuming that people thought that I would be a longshoreman taking after my dad's job after he passed away when I turned 5. But if you look at all the items and memorabilia that my dad left behind, you wouldn't see so much like longshoreman stuff. I mean, yeah, it was there, like his uniform and stuff, but you actually look around, you saw drum sets, you saw congas, amplifiers, microphones. Every time that my dad would bring like friends of his to jam at our house, that's kind of the legacy that he left behind rather than the longshoreman stuff. So as I was growing up, when I first picked up my guitar at 12 years old, music kind of to me was just mainstream. And during high school, that's when I figured out music was much more than just mainstream, especially when I discovered film music and the way it's composed, written, and the thought process behind it was just incredible. I was already mind blown by like legendary guitarists Steve Vai, Frank Zappa, Yngwie Malmsteen, Buckethead, Jason Becker, you name them all, and that level of guitar playing was where I wanted to be. So then to see those aspects of the guitar being put into scoring, to emotion, the way I found it out in the movie Crossroads, how the guitar could tell a story was how its instrumental capabilities were translated onto film and cinema. And that's when I fell in love with cinema scoring, orchestra stuff. Beautiful orchestra can be contemporarily put into any situation, whether it be any genre of salsa, metal, into electronic, dubstep, whatever. You put all that translation and you realize that music is a universal language that can be pretty much understood no matter what language you speak. So the universal appeal that music has to me, I want to share with everyone who listens to my music, everyone who's been impacted by my music in one way or another, positive, negative, as long as it impacts you, makes you think, and makes you feel for yourself, then that's when I've officially completed my goal. Now the part that I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna ask anyways is, what's the whole pony thing? What does pony mean? And while some musicians from the My Little Pony fandom aren't very vocal of like their involvement in the fandom in the past, I'm totally open to explaining like how pony influenced me. I mean, My Little Pony influenced me, the TV show that started in 2010. I wasn't an avid fan until like about 2011 when it gained its biggest mainstream notice worldwide. It was a good show. It was a very good show. It was a different kind of animated cartoon show that I wasn't really seeing a lot in the major networks, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. And yes, I do watch these shows because guess what? It's a music industry. It's a business. And that's why I became involved in orchestra filming, scoring, and because it all ties together with animation. So what came from My Little Pony for me was the huge, massive involvement in the fandom itself, the people who created art, music, videos, animations. Amazing talent was everywhere. It was mind-blowing how one single person could do music, art, animation. Some people would even do it all. It was a renaissance period of like creativity where everyone was allowed to express themselves in greater lengths because you have so many outlets of creativity. And when I started out, I wasn't doing the mainstream EDM electronic music. I was more into what I was into was orchestra and finding this old decade technology called, I think it's Edirol software, Edirol Orchestral, that I pirated from a long time ago. I no longer use it, but the purpose it served was to help me express in ways that Daniel Ingram, the music composer for My Little Pony, the TV show, was doing. And I was really watching him and how he scored. So using that, I figured out how to orchestrate how everything works, the brass, the woodwinds, the strings, how they all complement each other. And that goes into film scoring. Later on in the fandom, I began involvement in an animation project both Rewind Studios and
Interlude Studio.
But the second one was a little bit too ambitious, and we had like maybe 5-6 people in our crew at total. I was involved with another composer musician who just went by the name Doc. We kind of didn't really see eye to eye. He was more the traditional classical musician, and I was more the film scoring kind of composer. So we would argue often, but I would try to like see where he's coming from, his perspective, and I would accept his viewpoints. But it came to a point where he was so fixated on a single VST, basically going out of his way saying that his choice of VST was the top choice of VST. He would rate my compositions as, that was great, sounds good, but it's not going to be put into the project. And mostly the compositions that he wrote himself were to be featured. So there's one outlet of negativity that I really did not vibe well with. Second was, at the most, for about 3 years, only one person and one artist was pretty much doing most of the work. One storyboarder, one animator trying to make an animatic based off of the materials that I tried to send him. Because I was also doing like the very basic Dolby After Effects animations. But in 3 years, we've come up with absolutely nothing. A script or two was probably produced, but nothing set in stone. It was still just at its experimental stages in 3 years. When you have a single animator like duo cartoonist, Pika Petey, who would make animations within like months, weeks. So it became very depressing to be joined in a project that didn't really want to be there. We were all just there because we had talents, we had something to offer, something to give, but none of us really wanted to be there, so I just said I had to quit. So I left that animation team to join my own projects, my own solo projects, releasing a few solo albums throughout the years. But anyways, to summarize the whole pony aspect of my name, RiffMusicPony, is because I drew so much inspiration from fandom artists, musicians, artists, painters, animators. Their creativity is what fueled my creativity. And that's what I wanted to share with everyone when I released my music under, originally was just Riff. It wasn't RiffMusicPony. It wasn't until after I composed the last Pony in Ponyville, which is about a 7-minute track, the longest I've ever written of composition. And after RiffMusicPony, it struck with me. It just became natural to call myself RiffMusicPony because it takes elements from the guitar, all the elements that I've enjoyed throughout the years, and Pony. Just put them all together and it explains why I write music.
Sweetie box. The artist like absolutely loves Suzuko, and it's crazy. Hey, boy!
Darn, one all way.
What the hell is it? Nick, I'll let you live if you give it to me.
What is it?
What is it though?
It's a game where, no, it's,
Tempest
Oh.
I need this guy at my shows.
Gang, gang.
One day, I can't get the chin out.
Kind of.
Pass this over, good gentle sir.
smoke.
Oh no, I was gonna take the Corolla. So you can go on old school shit, yeah.
You gotta find another emblem and then cut off the seat.
I think so. I don't know what goes, so I'm trying to figure it out. Dude, they have a fucking pool in there.
It'd be so sick if that was too. It'd be the same size.
This is actually smaller.
This is smaller?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's crazy, huh? It's smaller. It's all cute. I'm excited to get to see that, man. Yeah.
What does life mean to me? That's honestly kind of hard. Life to me is just having fun and not looking at the negatives of life. I really believe that we should all have a positive outlook, even if we go through the darkest times. We should really like look into something brighter in the future. Like I was not really happy with myself for most of this year, but I was looking forward to this con. So that was one of the things that kept like motivating me and pushing me to be better in myself. I used to be really into them, and then I just kind of fell out of the fandom. So I don't really listen to them anymore. Like I'm still friends with like a few of them, you know? Like we still talk sometimes. But besides that, no. Like I listen to like some of their music and I'm like, okay, this is cool, but not my type of scene. Fan of music just to their own brand, which I think is really good, and it's a good move forward for them because the fandom is slowly dying. So what do you gotta do? You gotta move on, move and adapt. Like you're banned from the it would be you banned from the fandom if you made different music if you're a brony DJ. It's like pony music only, dude. That's all you gotta stick to. And I know some of them were like, I'm done with this fandom, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not gonna say names, but I know some of them, this is gonna be their last con. So I feel bad for them because I'm just like, shit.
Oh shit, it's Deadpool Princess.
Wrong way. It's Princess Deadpool. Get the words in the right order.
Oh shit. What do you want?
Well, you do have a shiny belt there.
It's fine.
We'll fix that.
Well then.
Ready, my boy? Well, too bad!
What's he doing? Yeah. Okay, so we're here at Equestria LA. I met this guy. He's really cool. We met him last night at our fun little party, and he's in this awesome bead outfit right here. He's getting ready for the cosplay contest. Now, do tell me, sir, how long did this take you?
About 2 years, on and off.
And about how many beads are there on your costume?
About 20,000.
About 20,000. Did you count all of those?
I did. I did write on a piece of paper.
Okay. He even wrote it on a piece of paper. You hear that, people?
If I can feel for it. Let's see. I think it's right here.
Okay, so the number total is 27,258. You see that? That is true dedication. And of course, he has this awesome sword, much like myself, Sword Brothers for life. So how's your time here at Equestria LA 2017 so far?
Oh, it's great. I'm just sad it's the last one.
You and me both, my friend. I wish I could have done this more often. And is there anything else you're excited to for later today and tomorrow?
Charity auction. Hit that up after the cosplay contest.
I hope everyone got to join in. It's for a good cause,
Yes.
ain't it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much,
Yes,
my
sir.
friend, and I hope you win that cosplay
Oh,
contest.
thank you.
Right here we got Mars, the beautiful boy. I need food. Always we got our...
Really bad. I got the perfect song.
Go in there and there's water bottles.
Oh, my car has like 48 of them.
Guys, can y'all stop being so cute?
Stay here.
Especially you, Russell. Why?
The prophecy's gonna happen.
It's gonna be fulfilled.
You're gonna come in. Let's go get some Carl's fucking Jr. I'm stopping.
It's gonna be like that episode of Dragon Ball S.
Exactly. There's Carl's and there's the Burger King right there. We don't have to wait 25 minutes and then another 25 minutes to get our food.
Yeah, you gotta go get his jimmies. Oh my god. Oh shit, I forgot to pick up Jimmy's before the props again.
You're too tall.
Get him, Luke.
What?
Get him.
Go in the butt. Go in the butt. Go in the butt, Luke.
We first met at EQLA 2013. We were at the vendor hall. I had left for a while. I came back, and you were in the spot that I had stolen from somebody. And then we just kind of agreed to sell side by side. You had stuff to give. I had a voice to speak. That's just what I've always done. Talking. It's kind of what I do for a living. My favorite song, I can't remember the name, but it has to do with rain. It was Rain or something. I know the picture has the picture on SoundCloud because that's where yes. No. The rain washes away. Yes, and I'll always remember that one because at first I always thought that voice in the beginning was you, and I'm like, oh, Riff sounds really good, isn't it? Well, everything is you, but yeah. I always thought that voice was you. That's why I always remembered it the most. And then of course the song you made for your grandpa, the string guitar only. Sell cars, go to cons, which might be the last one. I don't know. EQLA is not looking like it wants to continue, and a lot of cons are looking like they don't want to continue. Yeah. So we'll see where we go from here.
Seems like a trend in like cons these days for the Brony Phantom, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That is to say, I owe a lot to these cons.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, shit. Half of the people, all of the people in this room, except for Dante and Russell, I met through the cons. Everybody else I met through the cons. Chris, Carlos, you, Luke, everybody. EQLA was a big point for all of us. Yeah. You, Sheba, Leslie, like I said, Chris and Carlos. Although I didn't talk to both of them too much during the con. I thought they were a little too cool for me. Host parties and people, like, I'm the smallest part of it because the parties are nothing without the people, and I can't do anything on my own. I get the hotel room and I bring everybody together, and that's about as much as I do. The rest is on the people, and everybody plays their part. Everybody has their part. You, of course, music, the liveliness. You're the blood of the party, I'd say. Carlos serves drinks. Russell tries to serve drinks, gets too drunk. Luke, you know, he just brings a little bit of that hype into it, brings some people into it. Everybody has their part. Everybody's something. Right now, I'm kind of into heavy electro. People like King Sullivan, Black Tiger, Sex Machine, pretty much anybody under the Cannonball and records, I'm in. Aggression, excitement.
This is Dead King. How's it going? Coming to you from EQLA. I'm here with
I'm Kevin.
Kevin and
Riff. Okay, so as we just established, I'm Kevin. You're obviously live streaming while we're doing this. It's going to go up on YouTube on Riff's YouTube page.
All right.
So far, how are you enjoying the con?
For my first time actually being here, it's not that bad. My
good.
only complaint is the registration line. That was hectic.
How slow was that? Am I right?
Oh man, I think we got here at 8 and we didn't get our badge till maybe 10.
Oh my God, 2-hour line.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you actually have a chance to be walking around and getting to look at all this stuff, tell me, what are some things you do like about the con?
Ooh, the vendor hall.
The vendor hall is fun. I spent a good amount of time in there.
Yeah, I like the custom stuff that they make. You know, there's certain vendors that actually get things out there, like their own art. Even though it's from somebody else, they try to make it their own way into perspective that people actually know they're gonna want to see, like carry it every day. Like his shirt, DJ Pone 3. If you can see that's a pretty badass shirt right there. You don't see it around. Someone had to custom make it to actually get it on his body. So that's what's up.
You can say Correa, but Correa's good.
Okay, so we're here with JD Correa, and we're here at his shop. He has some awesome art right over here, and we're here to ask him a few quick questions. So JD, how have you been enjoying the con so far?
So far, the con's been awesome. I'm enjoying it. There's a lot of friendly people here, a lot of great artists. The vendors are all awesome. I'm having a great time.
Awesome. And can you tell me a little bit about your merch?
What I like to do is I like to do sketches. I like to do original art, fan art. I got some prints, and I just got a little bit of everything.
Okay, thank you so much, JD. I hope you continue having fun at the con. I am Kevin. This is Riff.
Awesome.
And if you guys can, that's his Facebook, JD Correa Sketch Arts. Please give this man some love. Hopefully we see him more at cons in the future.
Yeah, hit me up on Facebook and Instagram under JD Correa. So if you want some art, hit me up.
Here we got the Chill Crew. Obviously you can see the thotty #1, my tall black friend Russell Tyson, and the main adventurer Frodo. Right now, we're in the middle of our beer pong one-on-one tournament. Obviously, unfortunately, I got eliminated. I'm not that good. But over here, we got Ernie taking on Carlos. Here's Chris. Chris, I believe, is going to advance in this game. There's Matt, the moderator. We got Kyle over there and his girlfriend, Kat. We got Shiva laying on the couch. We got Dante, Prophet Awa. We got the terrorist himself, Byron. We got the beautiful boy. So far, I know that Byron has advanced forward, and I believe Shiva advanced forward. So, unfortunately, we'll get to see those play out in a bit. Now, my personal thought is, I think Carlos is going to take this round, but honestly, Ernie might go with it. Over there, we got, Top and Mars talking and chilling. And over there, we got the quiet people ponies. So far, the party's pretty fucking lit. You ask me, ain't nothing better than a good time with good homies. As always, we got OG Master Riff on the camera right there. This is the good luck skull. If you get to come anytime near us, ask for it. You're probably not going to get to touch it, but know it brings good luck. Okay, so obviously we got the Prophet Awa over here.
What is this, MTV Cribs?
This is MTV Prophet Edition. Now the prophecy says that he will get to a hat trick with the most amazing Waluigi looking character ever. But he denies his destiny. We will figure that out by the end of this weekend. So we're all pretty sure it's going to go down. So, thank you. This has been our vlog so far. I'm going to end this by talking to the most beautiful person.
AJ in the house.
We coming in. Rick on the camera. Okay, so we here at EQLA. There's Ernie. What's up?
Ernie's the side bitch.
Okay, so we all know the tournament's been going on. Right now, we got the main man, the man with the plan, Chris Puebla, taking on the pretty boy himself, Brayburn. It's been a hard match, but Brayburn's in the lead. We don't know what's going to go down. We see the music playing, the people bumping. This shit is lit, y'all. Go check this out. Go check this out. Okay. This is what we got. We got all the homies in here kicking it. This shows you how the drinking crew rolls.
Yeah.
This guy, OG, right here. This is how we roll.
Jerry, dude. Jerry champ.
Equestria LA 2017 taken over by the Goon Squad, the drinking crew, and all of their follower homies. Come enjoy the fun. See you day 2, bitches. Okay. We're coming close on the end of the first day of Equestria LA 2017. We're all really tired. We just got to eat some Del Taco. We're chilling. Everyone here is relaxed. The party's over. He looked tired. She looked tired. They look tired. Kyle's probably gonna rate me. We don't know what's gonna go down. But you know what? It was a pretty good night. And you know what? Tomorrow's gonna be even better. I promise you that. Because this is Drinking Crew when we take it over. Equestria LA 2017.
It's a bit late now, buddy.
Motherfucker just stole the scene.
You went, no, I'm not moving. And then she was like, fine. Now that she leaves, I'll get it.
I am so tired.
Now you can see me. Don't ignore me.
Don't be a dick.
Don't ignore me. Why are you ignoring me?
Later, guy in the elevator.
Peace out, mate.
Don't be a dick, Chris. Just because you hate yourself doesn't mean you have to hate me. Okay, I guess that's.
What's up, hood nigga?
Where the shoes at, nigga?
What? I already pawned them off. Perfect. You came to me. Here, watch out. Hey, Chris. Hi, man. You know? Let's just kill them, man.
Hey, your homosexuality offends me like God.
Yeah.
Eso es Cristo parecito. Hey, what's up? I'm 21, single, ready to mingle. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. The other boys can't deny. I like 90 references.
So we got Diego, we got Chris, we got Luke, we got Riff Boy, we got Carlos, obviously we got Riff, we got me, we got Dante, we got Kat, and of course we got the one who got the whole shit going, the good old boy, Mr. No Face, Mr. No Face.
I want to be seen. I want to be seen.
And I want.
There go Mr. No Face.
What y'all white wall you
Yes,
lean
sir.
on, Russell? Yeah, you gotta.
Let's get your shoes.
Found them.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, we finally got the shoes. That was the great shoe adventure.
You gonna be a payment for after me?
Well, that was kind of the idea. I was gonna be the pizza whore. I was just gonna come down and.
What's up? It's your boy, Kevarino, coming at you with this hot fire, really cold pizza, courtesy of the homeboy Miles. Miles, tell me, why do we got so much pizza?
Well, after the rave last night, we were supposed to get some people together to have a party in our room. And, oh yeah, dude, get some pizza, get some soda. And, none of the people showed up. And one of our guys, was actually the guy that beat you guys in beer pong last night. He died halfway through the night, totally out of it. So we get 3 boxes of pizza, and there's only 2 people of us there to actually eat it. So, yeah, here we are. Woke up this morning, and hey, we got pizza. Got free pizza.
So, as expected, now with all this pizza, courtesy of Miles, handed out by the MLP World Champion, we're going to run around, we're going to interview a few more. This is the last day of Equestria LA 2017. We're going to try to have some fun and hand out some good pizza. Even though it's cold, but I like cold pizza. You ready? Let's go!
I thought the vendor hall was pretty good. You know, a little chaotic, but okay.
Little chaotic.
A little chaotic.
Okay.
Understatement.
I'm glad to hear it. You think, on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give this Equestria LA?
9.5 star.
9.5 star out of 10. Look at that. Thank you so much, my friend. Enjoy your pizza. I'm Kevarino. That's Riff. That's Miles. We got to pay the respects to the staff. Y'all guys was out here. Y'all were repping. I got 2 more slices of cheese.
I was joking.
Nah, you gotta. Come on, guys. Come on.
In like a weekend.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
So, you know, we don't want to get you guys in trouble.
This is my breakfast, lunch, and dinner yesterday and
Come on,
today.
boy. Oh, Lord.
I have plates.
Yeah, of course.
I have official Domino's.
Brother, I got some pep. You like pep?
Some pizza?
I appreciate it.
Okay, we're coming up on the end of this all here. A little bit of pep still left. Feel free to grab, brother. Feel free to grab.
I'll take one for now. Thank you so much.
Okay, so EQLA staff.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
guys.
Thank you.
This is why we do what we do, because of you guys thanking us.
I swear.
Okay, thank you
This is why
EQLA
we do what
staff.
we do.
We do it for you guys.
Thank you.
Crack is fun. Crack is fun.
Oh.
Meth is better.
That's the good shit there.
Chris, I hate you sometimes. What's up, Dusty?
What's going on, buddy?
Would you like some pep pizza? I believe it was
Yesterday night. Last night.
Thank you very much for the delicious pizza.
Thank you, Dusty.
Hope you feel well soon, man.
Obviously, right there, we got the Dusty Cat right here. We got the Puebla Boyle repping his jersey, repping that Green Bay. Even though they suck, he's probably gonna kick my ass later for that.
I just shot. Oh no, I just shot.
So take it. Okay, what's up? We're coming at you from Equestria LA 2017. Right here off to the side, we have our 2 new friends. Cool guy in a plate. Well, it says flamethrower, so I assume this guy is a pyro. with his awesome Daring Do shirt. Hi, I'm Kevin.
Hi, I'm Robert.
And
I'm Eddie.
Eddie, Robert. Okay, so we wanted to get your opinions. Have you guys been having fun at Equestria LA 2017?
Yeah, it's been pretty fun.
And what have you guys been doing this con?
So far, I kind of spent like 3 hours in the vendors trying to see what I can get to take home.
I got stuck in there a little while myself. Okay, so anything else you guys are looking forward to? Any panels, anything like that?
I'm mostly looking forward to Club Luna.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be fun. We're hoping to hit up that a little bit later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how about you? How about you been doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Any panels? Anything you've been looking forward to?
I guess I'm kind of looking forward to Club Luna as well.
Okay, and how you been spending your day?
Pretty good.
Okay, so far, as of right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give Equestria LA 2017?
I'm giving it a straight 10.
And you?
So am I.
But he left early.
Wait, so where'd they park? Like on this street right here?
Right here. You can park in front of this building. It has, remember last time? Yeah. But the security told us, they're like, don't park there. Don't park there. They're like, we usually don't tell people, but we're telling you this time.
Last time I parked all the way down.
I mean, now I guess the 20 bucks seems like it would work out. Yeah, exactly.
Just saying.
And then, in all honesty, if you want to keep doing gigs with him, I will go back to back with you to beach below. There it goes. I don't know how you feel about this after the meeting, but I don't want to do gigs.
No, we didn't sign to irreplaceable. It's under the same manager, right?
What?
After the first one, he's not even bad. He's just like strong. Man's out. Fucking let me go down. Just let me fucking hit the mat.
He's so fatigued.
Yeah, he's so fatigued. It's just me be tired. I was up like 11. He was like, it was a good fight. We're fucking bitches. Anything? No photos, dude. Let them know. We got TMZ over here. Shit.
Since you're offering rides, you want to take one? Just 'cause my car's
I'll ride by you. I see. Sorry, you the homie. Wait. Small.
Smell your asshole? Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You actually saw that?
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. Not really. Sorry.
Ice crispy, like 250 milligram ones.
Yeah. Well, the last one I had one.
Do you like free waffles?
Just put that.
Oh,
that's a good one. All right, we're good on that.
That's what I'm saying. If I didn't have a girlfriend, I would have.
I feel like that's so aggressive for her first comment. That's her first comment. Wait, whoa. I can't say that in one comment to start the.
You like free waffles? So you like free waffles?
So
What about bottomless mimosas?
Then you just start. Wow. That exists. Oh my god. This shit's fucking crazy.
Ain't it though?
Yeah. Tears.
Oh.
Spears. Brittany.
It's in the shop right now. I'm getting the.
Oh no.
I don't know how to say this any other way than besides what it is. Stop waiting on the right moment. Stop. There's never going to be a right moment. You will never have the right time to do something. If you want to do something, just do it. I'm tired of seeing all this potential out here that people are just waiting for the right moment or they're not ready. When I started, I was not ready. I failed terribly, and anybody can tell you that. But I didn't quit. I kept going. I took the chance, and I learned from it. That's what you need. You need to learn. You need to take these lessons and improve upon them. Just because you fail, it's not the end of the world. All I have is hard work. That is literally all I have. That's the only thing that is putting me where I am today, and that's the only thing that keeps me going. Hard work. You have to work hard to get what you want. Think about that.